thank you very much. And for being here with us, I'm glad to be here to share some information about space flight in the life before. And I see all of you guys here. I think this part is important. You must be thinking about this guy from Brazil, how he became astronaut. Must be rich, right? No, I came from a very poor family. And I'm going to talk about this story, about this and how that happened. And I hope everybody here has big dreams. When I say this before, oh, I'm old, I cannot have big dreams now. It's important. Dreams are important still, the time that we are living. Dreams are really important. So, let me start with this. This is me, a long time ago. As you can see, we changed with age, right? The hair, animations here. But what's here inside? It's still the same. I used to have this dream about flying. I used to go to the airport in Brazil. I came from a very poor family, as I said, but I didn't have money for flight lessons. And so I talked with the pilots there. They told me, you have money to fly with us here. Go to the Air Force. Air Force, you can fly, you can have a dream, and so on. You can fulfill the dream there, right? Excellent. But in order to be accepted at Air Force Academy in Brazil, you have to pass a very difficult test. You have to study a lot. And besides that, since I didn't have money, I had to help with money at home. I had to work. So I got my first job when I was 14 years old. My first job was an electrician apprentice job at the railroad system there in Brazil. In that time, I remember telling my friends that I'd like to be a pilot. They told me, you be a pilot? That's impossible for you. This is just for rich people. You're never going to be there. You're going to be frustrated. It's not that way when you talk to people about their dreams. What they say, it's difficult, it's impossible, and such and such. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you have inside. That's the most important part. By the way, of course, English is not my first language. I'm from Brazil. Portuguese is my first language. And let me see here. How many of you speak Portuguese here? Wow, it's a big group. Thank you. Obrigado por estar aqui conosco. So, this is my father and my mother. And that day, I came home, and I was really sad. And she came from work. She was Italian, beautiful blue eyes, and she looked at me and said, "Why are you so sad?" I said, "No, tell me why you're so sad." You know how Italians. And then I told, I told my friends that I want to be a pilot. They told me that this is impossible. Probably they're right. I'm not studying a special course to be able to do the test. There I just said, no, stop. Pay attention. They have their lives. They do whatever they want to do with their lives. You have your life. And so she looked at me with those blue eyes and said, you can be whatever you want in your life. If you study, if you work hard, if you persist, and if you always do more than expected from you. 4 things. And that was really important for me, as I imagine for you be really important too. So I studied, I passed the test, so I went to the Air Force, became a pilot, and then a fighter pilot, a test pilot, aeronautical engineer. I did my first master's degree there in Brazil in orbital mechanics. At that time I was thinking about being an astronaut already. And then they sent me to the US, to Monterey, California, to do my second master's degree and a PhD in systems engineering. First of all, why I'm telling you all this course, especially for the N+, there's no shortcut. Education is the way you can do whatever you want, so you need education. So I was there in my PhD when Brazil got into the International Space Station program. NASA does like a selection every 2 years about that. And so NASA went to Brazil to do a selection of 1 Brazilian astronaut. The same selection that they do here. Actually, participate with the American astronauts as well. So they did the selection. I applied, of course, and so I got selected. That's the